What's going on, Colts Nation? It's Elijah from Sports Talk Indy, where we cover all things Colts every single day. If you're like me, you've been sitting on the edge of your seat waiting on some sort of update on Anthony Richardson. We got to see a flash of his brilliance in the first 5 weeks, and thanks to ESPN's Stephen Holder, we have an update. So today he had an interview with head coach Shane Steichen, where Shane Steichen got to say his piece about where Anthony Richardson is in his recovery. And there's also been a video circling around the Twitters of Anthony Richardson throwing and actually looking really, really good throwing. He looks really composed, really smooth. Doesn't look like there's any sort of holding on that shoulder. But this is what Shane Steichen had to say. I think he'll be good to go for spring practice. Obviously, we've got to limit it and monitor it and don't go overboard, but I can't be more excited to get him back and going again. His limited sample size that he had in those first 5 weeks were impressive. I mean, he made some plays that I've never seen guys make. That is, one, unbelievably impressive. Because Shane Steichen has worked with the likes of Justin Herbert. He worked with Jalen Hurts, obviously, in that Super Bowl run. So he's worked with some good quarterbacks, and he's also faced some good quarterbacks. So for him to be able to say such a resounding compliment as I've never seen guys make plays like this, I think that's really impressive. So, just to kind of go over what are OTAs. OTAs are organized team, what is the A? Organized team activities, duh. And so these are completely mandatory, or not mandatory, these are completely voluntary. So they're not, OTAs are completely, it would be good to see, it seems as though that the Colts, that Anthony Richardson will be present for any and all off-season training. So the first voluntary minicamp will be April 24th through the 26th. The club's OTA workouts are scheduled for May 23rd to June 8th, with a mandatory minicamp starting on June 15th or 13th to the 15th. Richardson has started throwing again. We knew that. We did a report on that a few weeks ago. He started throwing again in mid-February after suffering a grade 3 AC joint sprain. So I think this is all things good. I think this is really good to see. There's been some beef going on Twitter between Will Levis and Anthony Richardson. I think both are going to be decent quarterbacks. I think Anthony Richardson's ceiling is leaps and bounds higher. I mean, the stuff that we saw, the throws that we saw him make, and the speed of which those throws were coming were absolutely unbelievable. And so I think this is going to be a really good thing for the Colts. I think this is going to be awesome. And it's good to see, in his 5 games that he played, he threw for 577 yards and 3 touchdowns against 1 interception. And honestly, if you remember that game, it was against the Jags. And it was honestly like kind of like a Hail Mary. It was like really far down the field. Really was just hoping to get something going in that last little bit. But he also racked up 136 yards and 4 scores on the ground, which is awesome. I mean, that's great. I mean, 7 total touchdowns in 4 appearances is remarkable. But the Colts fell just short of the playoffs with Gardner Minshew, who left for Las Vegas and was replaced by Joe Flacco. So I think that this is great news. This is exactly where we were hoping to be in the offseason, and I think this gives us a good idea of where the Colts might go, continuing in free agency and the draft, because they now know that their guy is going to be good to go. He's going to be medically cleared and ready to go among all the other guys that are coming back. Dallas Flowers coming back in that defensive backfield. So I think this is good news, and this is something to be excited about, Colts Nation, something to look forward to as we continue to get into the offseason and where we're going forward. Be sure to like and subscribe on all things going on Colts, and we will be doing a giveaway at 1,000 followers. So be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.